All right, Shocknut kids, we're getting ready to do some simple rock identification. You guys have your little bucket of rocks that I gave you. It's at home with you now. I want you to pull out those rocks and pause, and after you've got them out, put the camera back on. Do not open up your mineral container. I just want you to get out your rocks. Now these guys have, about a dozen rocks or so. And I'm going to ask them a question. You guys ready? Here's your question. I'll turn the camera on me. Hang on. Here's your question. So, if I asked you to classify these rocks, what is one way you could classify? It could be anything. One way, just by looking at them. What's one differentiating characteristic we could use? Declan?
Mohs scale.
Okay, now Mohs hardness scale, honey, is used for minerals. Just looking at them, I wanted you to break them into groups. What's one thing you could do? Luke?
Size.
By size. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to write the word size on the board. You guys, let's see, size. You guys are going to pick up this sheet right here, rock classification schemes. All of you guys are going to have this sheet, and you're going to write. You're going to write size in that first giant box. So Peyton, if our major category is size, what are different sizes we might have with our rocks?
Like small, medium, big.
Small, medium, and big. All right, so on these lines, right next to size, please write that. Small, medium, and big on the lines next to size. Okay, gang, so what I want you to do now is actually classify them. You've got small, medium, and large. Reclassify your rocks into those three groups that you have written down on your carpet squares. So the kids are sorting their rocks now.
So this would be extra large. Medium. This is medium.
Okay, so sort them into groups.
Alright, bring the mediums to this side.
So you have to sort them into groups. Talk it out.
Alright, so large, no, medium.
You determine the parameters here. You guys are too close.
Small, the rest of them are small. Yeah, these are all small. Small. Oh, I see.
Okay, boys and girls, the next thing to do is for you to count up the number of rocks in each group and put that in the final column where it says count. You guys at home, do that with your little rocks too. Sort them out by size and then count how many are in each group and put the number in the right side. Okay, so size is one attribute of the rocks. Who can come up with another attribute of the rock? So size is one. Chloe?
Color.
Color is another one. What's another one?
Texture.
Texture. Great. I'm going to stop there because if you look at your sheet, you're going to see that, can I borrow your count, please?
Yes.
You've got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different attributes. So let's say you do size here, color here, texture here. That'd be fine. You guys are going to come up with your own attributes. Now, as you think of one, you're going to come up to the board and you're going to write it up here. So I already written down color, size, and texture. As you think of a different attribute, you'll write it up here too to give other kids ideas. What would be the subcategories under color? Who would have one for me? Subcategories under color. Which one?
Like black.
Black.
Light and dull.
Okay, you could go light and dark. And in that case, your category might actually be lightness. Maybe not so much color. Okay, stripy. So stripy could be a whole different category. True. Stripy, not so. Yeah. May I have your attention, please? So what you guys are doing now is you're actually talking about it. Hang on right there, please. Jack, turn around. You're talking about a different attribute, which I would call patterns. Patterns would be stripy, swirly, dotty, stuff like that. Colors would be like black, red, brown, whatever. What would be some different textures? What are subcategories of textures? Rough, smooth, pebbly. It's up to you. You come up with them. So now you know how to do this experiment. You guys come up with a main attribute, You write it in the big box. Then you come up with your subcategories, up to 5 subcategories. Sort them out on your carpet and count them. And we'll do this until I call time. And as soon as you come up with a new attribute that's not on the board, please put it up here. Okay? Thank you. You guys at home, do that with your small rocks, please. Hit the stuff. No, not stuff. So at this point, I'm not sure if you guys are still working on this or not, but your job is to come up with as many categories as you can and subcategories with your little rocks and fill out that chart, all 8 sections, and then stop. And I will be giving you the rest of the lesson in just a moment, putting you on pause.